Good morning. It's a couple minutes after 7, and I am on the little Greenbrier Trail. And as I'd updated previously, I had decided that I kind of needed to go back to plan A, so to speak, in that while I had two 18-mile days planned at first, the second one didn't turn out to be an 18-mile day. So I was a little under that. But my initial plan was for my third day to be a 15-mile day. You know, I could have done a 20 right then coming out, but I really don't have the trail legs, honestly, to sustain that repeatedly this early in the venture. So, and with Sunday having been such a difficult day for me overall, mentally, physically, whatever, I opted to stay at Townsend, and I ran into these people, Jeff and Debbie. Oh my Lord, thank you so much. I do not have words to just tell you how much that trail magic, I mean, took me into their home, fed me, brought me to the trailhead, you know, this morning. So Jeff did. So wonderful, wonderful people. And I'm the better for having met them. So anyway, this kind of, I skipped the round top altogether, which, you know, it's okay. And I'm on track to meet my wife today and resupply in Gatlinburg. I'll update later. Onward. Where's Valley? Going to be running ridgeline most of the day today, so I'm not sure, but I think that guy right there is probably my climb. I'm not 100% certain. I've not been back here before, so I really don't know this section of trail at all. And ridgetop walking, and right now, you know, it's doing this trail thus far has been real easy. Get my hiking sticks together in my other hand so I don't trip myself on one of the things, because I don't want to go down there. So I think once you start, you'd have to hope to hit a tree, because it looks like nothing else will stop you for a while. I really didn't want to stop and take a video while I was, or even walking video while I was going up this climb, but this is just too pretty not to share. Man, this is just wonderful. I don't have enough superlatives to describe how I feel about it. It's great. Okay, onward. Climbing. Been climbing for a little while. The guide says steep, relentless climb, and I get it. I mean, it is steepish, particularly in spots, and it's a relentless climb, but it is, to me, Rich Mountain was a lot harder. Now that may have been where it came in my day, the kind of day I was having in general. I don't know, but I found Rich Mountain to be a much more substantial climb. This is a good climb. You don't underestimate it by any means, but it's not as hard as Rich Mountain to me. So experts may disagree, but that's neither here nor there. All right, I've got up to go, so I'm going to start talking and be walking. Onward. Facing west. Sun's still behind me, the ridge still behind me, and that's looking down on Wares Valley. That's just gorgeous. I'm back on just kind of a narrow spine of a ridge. So I'm about to walk by a tree. I was trying to get a better view, and I'll probably get one later when I'm up on top of Cove. But that behemoth that's sitting out there in front of me is Klingman's. I'm almost 100% certain. And I'm pretty sure I can see the outline of the little circular dome on top of the overlook. And you think that wouldn't be visible, but a lot of times it is. But that's through the trees, so this is a cool winter view. But I mean, I'm looking at the main ridge line. Just amazing. I'm swinging around, and now coming back to my west, I'm looking down on Wares Valley. I mean, you know, all the prep that you do and that I've done to try to get ready for this trip and then to get out, and this is why, you know, you can't put a price on this. You just can't. It's awesome. Onward. Well, I can't get up any farther. That door's locked. And there's actually 2 flights above that. I've got a picture that you have seen just a second ago. So this is some sort of air pollution control thing. So I just walked up the 1 flight, and I mean, it's still nice, but not as good, not as well as I could see if I were up on top, which I'd like to be. But that said, this is the high point of the day, probably my high point for the next 3 days, I guess. I got a couple lowland days coming up, and then the climb up to Mount Sterling in 3 days. So I am looking forward to that. So this is beautiful. Sorry about that. Fire tower seems to have structure in the way. So yeah, all right. I gotta head down the hill. Gonna meet my wife in just a little while and do a resupply. Onward. Walking along pretty steady. Cove Mountain is, you know, this spine of ridge walking there for a while. So you got just kind of constant ups and downs. But back over there, man, through the trees, I'm walking into some laurel thickets right now, but and rhododendron. But big tree. But man, this is absolutely gorgeous. Yes. Now I will tell you, the wind has a little bite this morning. So when I was up there at the Cove Mountain, it was kind of intense there for a little bit. I mean, no, that's the wrong word. It was just nippy. Well, every time I think the view's opening up, this is a winter view, so I'm seeing through the trees. But I mean, the more I go down this mountain, the more imposing Klingman's Dome becomes over in the center of the picture. I'll try to blow that up just a little. I'm going to stop dropping stuff. Sorry about that. Shaky picture. Move just a little bit. It's just amazing. Just words don't do it justice at all. The picture doesn't do it justice. So, onward. So I'm no geography expert, so I don't know what's what really in here. I've been calling that Klingman's Dome. I guess it is. I don't know. I've got a little condenser microphone that I brought with me that I haven't been using. So I'm going to try to use that and see if it kind of helps minimize some of the leaf sound and all that. But right now, this view, which I recognize is hard to see, but I'm looking down on the city of Gatlinburg and some of the chalets right back over there through the trees is one right there, right in there. So you see that. I started hearing people talking on the radio, and I'm like, what's going on here? You know, because a lot of times the wind can blow and all kinds of junk going when you think you hear a voice, and most of the time you're wrong. Because I mean, you just hear stuff. Yeah, I get used to it. Hear stuff that sounds somehow like a voice. But then I heard it again. I thought, I am hearing a voice. I thought, okay, somebody's coming down this trail way faster than me. And then I heard a radio. Someone coming over a radio, really loud. I thought, well, I guess that's a park service or something. And I still don't know what it is or who. But then I realized I'm running right here on the boundary. And so that's something to do with what I was hearing. Okay, I got a little grade, and I'm gonna pay attention to that for a while. Look at this. Wow, man. You can't buy this. You can't. It's just amazing. I mean, golly. Blow it up just a little. And maybe just a smidgen more. Isn't that awesome? Wow. I was heading into this corner there just a few minutes ago. It was dropping, just a minute ago, 2 minutes ago tops. And I heard this sound as I'm approaching. I thought, what in the world can that be? Someone in distress. And then I rounded the corner and I see this house and somebody's putting a very unhappy child in their car seat. Woo! Man, kid had a set of lungs. It resounded. That was hysterical. Sorry, heard something else, so I was checking. That was hysterical, so I thought I'd share. No, sorry, centered on the trail. That's what you want to see, not staring at a rhododendron jungle. That's what I'd want to see. I don't know about you. All right, we're trucking along though, so onward. Me and video equipment. It's video equipment, obviously it's an iPhone, but whatever. So, sorry about the glare. Try to turn it a little more to front. Still get the sun right behind my head, I guess. Me and my misidentification of mountains. In my defense, the only thing I can tell you is I like big mountains. I like big trees. Quibble over the details later. Sorry about the leaves. I didn't know they'd be this noisy when I asked the park to put them on the trail. Whatever. So anyway, we're making progress, and I did not realize that sun was going to be sitting right there behind me like that. if I can change hands here, and if that will. I'll just postpone this until another minute. Onward. I don't know what mountain it is. I don't care. It's just awesome. I'm gonna keep walking though, because I'm trying to get myself down to the end of Cove Mountain. I'm running, I guess I'd miscalculated the miles, and so it was the total day was a mile or two longer than I had initially calculated, but that's okay. But I'm running a little late. I sent my wife a text earlier. Golly, that's just awesome looking. Look at that. Man. It's just absolutely amazing. It's astounding to see. I wish the camera could show it just a little better. You know, I'll zoom in just a little, see if that helps it any. I mean, that front ridge, that first ridge there, you can see pretty clearly, but back there on the main range, you know, you just see the shape of the shoulders of the mountain. It's just gorgeous. Just awesome. I don't know which one this is over here, but you see it kind of come up above the rest. So okay, I gotta move. Onward.